know what really grinds my gear, and I don't even watch Family Guy, but Giants fans really grind my gears. Like it's to a point where I just feel like giving up. You know. Now, obviously, I compared Eli Manning's rookie year to Daniel Jones' rookie year, and we already know who had the better rookie year. Now, obviously, it's not who had the better rookie year, it's who had a better performance between Eli Manning and Daniel Jones. Now, obviously, Daniel Jones didn't start right away. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Daniel Jones took over for Eli Manning. And it was Pat Shermer's idea, you know. So when Eli Manning took over, everything was already in place. You know, he had a generation of running back in Tiki Barber, right? He had Ron Dane, right? He had Toomer, right? He had Ike Hillard or Isaac Jason Hillard, who was actually drafted, well, actually not drafted, but he also went to the University of Florida, all right? Gators. That was the last Gator that we took, you know. You had Jeremy Shockey. You already had a great tight end in Jeremy Shockey. So the production and the value around Eli Manning was already there. You know, Eli Manning had a veteran presence in Toomer, you know. He had Shenko, for Shante Shenko. I think I pronounced his name right, you know. So he had a very good piece, even though they went 10-6. Actually, they went 6-10, my bad. They went 6-10. They missed the playoffs, right? Now, if you look at Daniel Jones' rookie year, he had who? Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, Saquon Barkley, you know. I think at the time, not Sean Payton, it doesn't really matter who the coordinators were, you know what I'm saying? Because every team goes through different coordinators, you know? Like you don't keep the same coordinators overnight unless they're like really good. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time you'll keep a coordinator. But when you recycle head coaches, that whole squad gotta go. And then that brand new head coach, you know, brings in his guys, and then you have to, you know, basically learn a whole new offense again. It's not Eli Manning's fault that he had to go through, you know, Sean Williams and what's Kevin Gilbride. You know what I'm saying? And Ben McAdoo and not Sean Payton and Pat Shermer is not his fault. The offense was just in flux. The offense was obviously inconsistent at times. We had to rely on our defense 70 to 80% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we failed to put up points. You know, even though we had Odell, we had Ruben Randall, and we had Victor Cruz, we failed to put up points, you know? So in come Ben McAdoo. Ben McAdoo, Eli Manning, you could say he had his best statistical season with Ben McAdoo, right? Cool. It took Eli Manning how many years? 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. It took Eli Manning his 5th year to win his first championship. And it took him another 5 years to win his second championship. Daniel Jones is already in his third year. Now, I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is going to win. The Giants are not winning the Super Bowl this year, okay? So I could just get that out of your heads. Now, can they win this division? Automatically, I mean, it depends. I mean, you don't necessarily have to win your division, to get in the not play-in tournament, into the playoffs. Now, not only that they have one wild card, they have two wild card spots. So even if the Giants do have a abysmal season, they could still technically get in. Obviously they're going to have help. Even if they do have a very good division record, that has to combine with the regular season records. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have a shitty record and you have a decent division record. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a subpar division record. Like, you have to go 4-2, and then your regular season you could go like, I don't know, 9. Let's say the Giants finish 8-9, and they have a division record of 4-3, something like that. Sure, they can get in. They can get in, right? Will they go far? Not really. They'll probably, lose in one of the wild card spots, because obviously when teams get the wild card, they don't necessarily have home court advantage. It's the team that clinches the wild card spot, just like how we did in 2011 when we had the home court advantage, and the Falcons came in, and then we just obliterated them, 24-2. They only had a sack. No, they only had a safety on us. And then after that, we just turned the tables. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel Jones is in his third year. You would expect by year 4 or 5, he would obviously blossom. He has to take the next step. There is no going down for Daniel Jones. Now, obviously, interceptions is going to happen. Fumbles is going to happen. You're not gonna play clean. I don't care who you are as a quarterback. You're not going to play clean. All 18 games, you're going to have issues. You're going to have this and that. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel Jones is going to have his fumbles. He's going to have his interceptions. He's going to have his touchdowns. Okay? The difference between Eli Manning and Daniel Jones is maybe New York is not cut out for Daniel Jones. There's certain players that's cut out for New York, and there's certain players that's not. Michael Strahan, Lawrence Taylor, Eli Manning, Phil Simms. You go down the list, they were cut out for New York. I don't think Daniel Jones is cut out for New York. Daniel Jones doesn't strike me as a New Yorker. He strikes me as a Tennessee Titans type of quarterback, or a Raiders type of quarterback, or, like somewhere that's warm weathered, like a Texans, like he strikes me as that type of quarterback. He don't strike me as a New Yorker, Like when Eli Manning got drafted, you could see the look in his face. He looked all mopey, like he didn't even want to go to San Diego. As soon as they made that trade, you saw him smiling, and because he wanted to smoke. He wanted to smoke. Now, Daniel Jones, I'm not going to sit here and ridicule Daniel Jones. I hope he has a bounce back year. I hope he doubts, or not doubts, but I hope he puts his critics to shame. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because we all know who's the better team in that division. The only thing that's holding the Washington Redskins back is a quarterback, right? The Dallas Cowboys is going to have an improved offense and defense, especially with Parsons under center. You can't go wrong. Philly, I think Philly is going to shock everybody. A lot of people are doubting putting Philly down. Oh, they're going to turn some heads around, But as far as Eli Manning and Daniel Jones, there's not really no comparison. Daniel Jones in his career as a starter is 9-19. Eli Manning as a starter is 36-36. So it's not Eli Manning's fault that he had to go through so many offensive coordinators. I'll just say offensive coordinators. It's not his fault. How many offensive coordinators did Daniel Jones go through? Twice, 2 times, right? Pat Shermer, and now actually only once. My bad, because Joe Judge. Now, if Joe Judge doesn't pan out, it's gonna be his second. This is gonna be his second offensive coordinator, or probably third. You know, so we'll see. We'll see. I expect nothing from the Giants this year. Just to start off the season, they're going to lose against the Broncos. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, because if you look back at history, Eli Manning also lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, and that was the last time the Eagles actually faced the Giants in Week 1 in 2004. Daniel Jones lost to the Dallas Cowboys Week 1 in 2019. So similarities, same results. Eli Manning rookie year, they went 10-6. Actually, they went 6-10. Daniel Jones rookie year. No. Hold on. Eli Manning went 4-12 his rookie year. Daniel Jones went 6-10, I believe, his rookie year. But the difference is Eli Manning had what? A backup plan, which was in Kurt Warner. You know, he had a blanket. He had a security blanket. Daniel Jones don't got that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.